Trezak Show. I'm the Trev. Sweet. So anyway, this is another one of those playing catch-up videos, but it's also a 2-for-1, as the main meat of this video happened yesterday, with the rest of it happening today. So technically we'll call it right down the middle, I guess. Either way, we should have seen this one coming the instant it was announced Barry Trotz was going to be the GM, which we've talked about. But Nashville has made a coaching change. John Hynes is out the door. Andrew Brunette is in the door. So let's talk about the former before we talk about the latter. Okay, so brief history lesson. John Hynes was hired on January 8th, 2020, replacing, if you can believe this, Pierre Laviolette, who we just talked about previously. The odd thing about this hiring, though, is we covered it right there. And in 248 regular season games, under John Hynes, the Nashville Predators went 134, 96, and 18, finishing the regular season no higher than 4th. Finished the 22-23 season with a 42, 32, and 8 record, finishing 5th in the Central Division, but missing the playoffs in the last week of the regular season. Now, I don't have to spell it out for you that, no finishing no higher than 4th and then missing the playoffs entirely, that's just not going to fly. And with a new general manager in place, who has a history of winning and a Stanley Cup to his name, you gotta think this was gonna happen. So, effective yesterday, John Hynes was relieved of his general manager position in Nashville. I mean, ultimately, usually success in the NHL comes in the form of the playoffs, and given the fact that they did finish 4th most times, they did qualify for the playoffs 3 times. But no Stanley Cup runs like they had in 2018, right? Right. 2017, sorry. Got to correct myself on that one. But again, given that it's Barry Trotz running the ship, this had to be expected. So fast forward to today. And Andrew Brunette is named your team's 4th head coach in franchise history. And personally, I think this is the right move. Nothing against John Hynes. Good coach when he wants to be. But this is the right move. Now, before today, Brunette was an assistant coach in New Jersey for the 22-23 season. Before that, he was an interim coach in Florida. And he took over in the position after Joel Quenneville resigned, which we talked about here. And then while he was an interim in Florida, he coached the Panthers to a 58, or helped coach the Panthers to a 58, 18, and 6 run en route to the President's Trophy, while leading the league in goals with 337 and a power play percent of 24.4. That's pretty damn impressive. Ultimately, he lost out in favor of Paul Maurice, which you can find right here. So, I mean, technically, while it isn't his first head coaching position, it's his first head coach position without the interim in front of it. And Brunette's no stranger to Nashville either. I mean, he played a good chunk of his 1,110 games over 16 seasons in Nashville. And, cute little trivia tidbit here, he scored the first goal in Nashville Predators history. So there's that going for him. Now here's why I think it's the right move. His last 2 seasons have been with teams that have amassed over 50 wins, be it with the Florida Panthers or being the assistant in New Jersey. Both teams have gotten over 50 wins in the season. And it shouldn't be hard for him to do in Nashville. The biggest thing that he's really got to put in place with the Panthers, or with the Predators, is the offense. I mean, when you have guys like Johansson, Josie, Duchesne, and Forsberg, at least one of them should be approaching the top 10 consistently. I know Yossi did it, what, 2 seasons ago? Pushing 100 points as a defenseman. He didn't do it, but he came very close. With those names like that and the money being spent on them, there's no reason they shouldn't be able to bury pucks in the net. So first and foremost, offense has to be the best thing. And this is, again, a team that has missed the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. So, bit for them to swallow. I mean, obviously, I would imagine they want to get back to the cup run. As good as it was in 17, I'm sure they want to get back to that again. Whether they can do it with that core of guys, I don't know, but they took a step in the right direction hiring Brunette. Of course, I don't want to speak prematurely. I mean, this is still the start of the Barry Trotz era. I mean, he probably isn't done making changes, so we'll see what happens from here till October. But either way, Andrew Brunette is your new head coach in Smashville. Let me know your thoughts on the coaching change in Nashville. Another one, Chazaki shows. I want to thank you for tuning in. Don't think I don't appreciate the gesture, especially if you've made it right here. It's a good thing for all of us. So while you're here, give me a like. That red button that says subscribe all over it, if you haven't considered yet, consider it. We're making our way. So let's get there. That social I never use, it's in the description below. Let's move forward. Toronto video. Either way, in the meantime, in between time, be looking for more videos from Trev. Later.